Hi class, I hope that your weekend is going fantastic so far. I know that it was warm and then it was cold and then it was warm, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow it's supposed to be cold. So we're on the roller coaster. Just hang in there because supposedly it's going to warm up and stay warm next week. I'm not 100% sure I trust the Apple weather, but we'll see. So I wanted to quickly make this video to address some of the things that I've seen here as I've finished up with grading your cultural speeches. So first of all, a lot of you are doing an amazing job, and I really just want to commend you for how hard you're working and for how you're really honing those communication skills that we've been talking about so far in class. I can tell that you've done your research. A lot of you, I can tell you've given good thought to your audience and that you're really trying to connect with your audience. And so that is something that is just really important, and I've been very impressed with that so far. A lot of you are practicing great eye contact, and I want to encourage you to continue doing that. I want to give you a few things to work on as well, so this won't be a very long video. I'm just going to give you 3 things to work on for our informative speeches, which are the next speeches coming up in class. So the first thing that I want to encourage you to do is step back from the camera a little bit. So where we are right now, I know a lot of you guys probably are used to YouTube videos where people are really close to the camera, and a lot of times they're holding the camera like this, and that is not what I want to see when you're giving your speeches, okay? And this is something that I see consistently pretty much every semester, just because that's kind of what we're prone to do. But I want to encourage you to step back from the camera so I can see your hand gestures and some more of your body language. I don't want to see just the tops of your shoulders and your face. I want to be able to grade your body language as a whole because it's really, really important. Remember that we've talked about using those wider hand gestures, untucking your elbows and keeping your hands around belly button level as opposed to up here and tight, because when you hold your note cards here, you look really nervous. When you lower those note cards, relax your elbows, and use wider gestures, it makes you appear a lot more confident. So even if you're not feeling confident, you can look really confident to your audience, and we'll never know the difference. So keep that in mind and make sure that you're standing far enough back that I can see that and I can grade that body language. Okay, that's going to be really important. The second thing I want to encourage you to do is to project all the way through your sentences. A lot of times, when people are nervous, especially, they kind of trail off towards the end of their sentences, or they get kind of that crackly sound in their voice towards the end of their sentences. All right, you don't want to do that. You want to project all the way through so we can hear everything that you have to say. Don't let any of your research go to waste, okay? Lastly, you want to avoid nervous gestures. So people, when they're nervous, have little tells, and we tend to see that a lot when we're giving speeches. We're not even aware that we're doing it a lot of the time, but people tend to flip their hair, right? People tend to play with their jewelry, and even though it's kind of late and my kids are in bed, I put on jewelry so I could show you that. And they tend to kind of tug at their clothes. They pick imaginary things off of their clothes. They'll put their hands in their pockets, which is always a no-no, but it's a dead giveaway that you are nervous. Keep your hands where I can see them. Make sure that you're avoiding those little nervous gestures. I've also seen some bouncing, and I love all the energy, but you want to make sure that it's energy that's contained and used for the purposes that's intended for, okay, which is for your speech, to make you appear a charismatic speaker who can connect well with your audience. And so again, there are some things that you guys are doing really, really well on, and I want to encourage you to continue working on those. The things that I've mentioned are things that I've seen across multiple speeches. So if you say, oh man, I think she's talking about me, it's not just you. Just continue working at it and you'll become an even better speaker than you already are. So again, as always, reach out, contact me if you have any questions. If there's anything that I can do to help you or clarify information, I'm more than happy to do that. I am going to have a Zoom meeting on Thursday night. If anyone wants to hop on, a reminder that those are not mandatory. This is an asynchronous class, so there are no mandatory classroom meetings, but I will be on Zoom from 5 until 6:30. If anyone just wants to hop on, ask a question, get clarification, just have a little one-on-one time, or if you, with your small group, want to hop on and ask me questions, I'm more than happy to do that as well. As always, thank you for all your hard work. Keep it up, and I will see you soon.